Today I'm going to talk about the sonnets by Spenser, which will kind of close out our sonnet unit. We've looked at Wyatt and we've looked at Shakespeare, and so now we're going to move on to Spenser. His form was loosely based on the Petrarchan model. In this poem, 34 was published in the Amoretti collection of poems, and they're all about his courtship with Elizabeth Bull, who would become his wife, written in 1595. Um, and let's read and then we'll discuss. Like as a ship that through the ocean wide by conduct of some star doth make her way, whenas a storm hath dimmed her trusty guide, out of her course doth wander far astray. So I, whose star that want with her bright ray me to direct, with clouds is overcast, do wander now in darkness and dismay through hidden perils round about me plast. Yet hope I well that when this storm is past, my Hellas, the lodestar of my life, will shine again and look on me at last with lovely light to clear my cloudy grief. Till then, I wander careful, comfortless, in secret sorrow and sad pensiveness. So it seems to allude to the fight that um, Elizabeth Bull and Spenser had kind of like that whole Ross and Rachel, we were on a break kind of thing. And Spenser is using this analogy of a ship losing its way in a storm to convey this separation, this fight, this separation, this argument that they've had. So, a couple of things that you need to be aware of. So, in the English language, all modes of transportation are described with feminine pronouns. That's why you'll often see her or she. Big ships will have feminine names, that kind of thing. And then also during the time period before digital and satellite nav and all those things, basically all people had for guidance, kind of like the first GPS would be compasses and constellations. They used the stars. To help navigate through the ocean. So he starts out by talking about um, the ship, like as a ship that through the ocean wide by conduct of some star doth make her way. The ship that's been using the stars as their navigation system, um, but a storm has dimmed her trusty guide. A storm has come across, and the clouds have dimmed that star, and the ship will go off course and wander far astray when it does not have that guiding light. In lines 5 through 8, we realize that he, the speaker, is the ship here, and his beloved is the star. Her light is no longer shining on him due to the storm or argument. Storms and arguments share very similar characteristics. They're both dark and angry and heated. They're wet with tears, and they're very similar here. So this storm is clouded over this light, and he is wandering now in darkness and dismay through hidden perils that he can't see, because he doesn't have that guiding light to guide him anymore. In lines 9 through 12 here, the speaker hopes well that when the storm is past, that his Helix, which is Ursa Major, which contains the Big Dipper, that is his Helix or Helix, which is the lode star of his life, his guiding light. He hopes that when the storm is past, um, his Helix will shine again and look on him at last with lovely light that will clear his cloudy grief. He hopes the light will return to his life and clear the path for him so that he's able to see his way, he can navigate again. But until that day, in lines 13 and 14, he will wander careful, comfortless, in secret sorrow and sad pensiveness until she returns to him. He will wander lost, until he has that guiding light back in his life.